He's got one of my favorite YouTube channels. He's one of my favorite journalists in the world. My guy Andrew from Channel 5 has officially touched down, man.
Thank you for having me on, bro. I really appreciate it. I'm a big fan. It's been cool seeing you grow your platform the past couple years. So shout out to Bootleg Kev. Shout out to Phoenix, too.
Yes, sir. It's crazy because I want to say I first kind of found you... It was probably like 2019. It was when you interviewed the Joker guy in Florida.
Yeah, I made my first videos like in the winter of 2018, and 2019 was like the beginning of All Gas No Break. So I think my first Joker gang interview was in the September of 2019 in Gulfport, Florida.
Yeah, because I used to live in Tampa, right? So I actually lived in St. Pete. So I remember seeing that guy go viral when I was living there, and like it was funny to kind of like see the Florida man.
Yeah.
Little talking.
You know, what was crazy is so I went to Miami to find him. Like, I went to Miami first, and I was like, yo, I happen to be in Miami because I didn't want to freak him out and be like, I'm coming to find you.
Right.
So I went to Miami. I was like, yo, what up, Joker 305, Ross Chico alive? I'm in this bitch. And he was like, bro, I'm in St. Pete. And I was like, what? How'd that happen?
Yeah.
So I drove through the Everglades in like the middle of the night.
For sure. People don't know that's a wild drive.
Alligator Alley.
Yes.
So I get to St. Pete. I go to the south side of town. And I'm like, yo, I'm actually here too. You know, it just happened to be here. And he was like, for real? Met him at the liquor store. Busted the interview outside.
South side of St. Pete is serious.
Yeah.
Serious area, for sure. So I mean, obviously you've been leveling up for a long time, man. I want to talk about the movie real quick because it was an emotional watch. It was kind of crazy because I think you did such a good job, and you do such a good job of like whatever side of politics you might be on, like humanizing everybody.
Yeah.
Whether it's protesters, whether it's people who are coming over. I mean, I subscribe to your. Is it a Patreon?
Yeah, Patreon.
Yeah, because I know there's Patreon and locals. I subscribe to the pedophile beaters on the locals, the guys who beat up. The
those guys don't play.
Yeah, they don't play. But no, so I watched your entire episodes at the border. But you're so good at like just providing context and nuance to all these divisive issues.
Yeah.
Which, if you just consume like surface level media, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And so with this Kelly guy, for people who don't know, you were filming this guy for over 4 years.
Yeah.
Without giving away too much of the movie, you kind of dive into this guy named Kelly, who was a successful lawyer.
Yeah.
Had a family. Ended up losing his house. Blames it on a guy.
Yeah. He blames it on a lender named Bill Joyner.
Yeah, and
Bill,
and his whole entire like life just spirals into this like weird like MAGA sphere.
Yeah,
like the craziest of the crazy, like hanging out outside of abortion clinics. That's how the movie starts.
Going hard.
And then it kind of you end up getting close with his kids.
Very close. Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. Like for you, man. Like at what point in time when you were filmed, because you also put out the HBO documentary, but at what point in time when you were kind of following Kelly, did you decide like, okay, we actually got to put all this together and do like a real movie and tell his story?
I mean, I think just like there was over 350 hours of footage. So the first time that I met him was at the White Lives Matter rally in Huntington Beach in 2021. And the last shoot was with Uncle Pill at a skate park in Oceanside, California, 3.5 weeks ago.
Right.
So we had a cumulative like 350 hours of total footage. And I just looked at it all in total and I was like, bro, we got to do something with this. And it was so...
When Kelly was at that that was the America Festival that just happened in Phoenix, huh?
It happens every like Christmas in Phoenix.
Right, but that was the one that just happened.
No. That was filmed at the America Fest 1 year before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure how soon how close it was, because I was like, I thought that thing just happened.
No. It was 2023, I think.
Yeah. So all those years you end up wrapping it up 3.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I know you had kind of articulated like you wanted to kind of dive into the why.
Yeah.
Because we have seen so many people who we deem to be like normal be radicalized on both sides of the aisle.
Definitely.
And there's a why.
Yeah.
And for you, like, what were some of the correlations that you kind of realized were consistent with?
Well, like I noticed that even back in the day, like the first, I guess, conspiracy adjacent rallies I'd go to, like the Flat Earth Conference in Dallas, like I would post somebody, like a flat earther talking about, Hitler having a secret city in Antarctica and hiding the flat earth truth, that type of thing. And the comments would be like, yo, this was my science teacher. He got fired for like, flashing students or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or like, this is my cousin, like he got laid off after he got hurt at work and he's never been the same. And so I noticed this like common thread of people having a full-blown collapse of their core needs, like security, significance, and connection, all collapsing. And then they develop this like super negative worldview that's very binary as far as like, I'm a good person, and there's this like nebulous evil force that's out there, like this dark cloud that's above every hardworking, red-blooded American patriot. It's just trying to sap all the life force out of us. Right. And a political movement comes around, kind of picks up on that angst and gives them a way to channel their personal situation into a greater spiritual war in the country.